Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Salem. And our question tonight comes to us from Insomniac Forever, who asked the following things. What is the best way to obtain a wand? Should a wand made of wood be cut from a living tree or found? And what kind of wood is best for a wand? Now these are a number of questions, and I'm going to try to answer each one of them as quickly as possible. The first question, what is the best way to obtain a wand? I really think that my standard answer, what works best for you, is the best answer to this question. Some people will resonate very well with a wand that they make themselves. Other people will resonate better with a wand that they purchase perhaps from an artist that has special qualities of its appearance and or materials. Some people will resonate most strongly with a wand that's been given to them because of the person it comes from. And of course there are many other considerations as well. So basically my answer to that is that all the different ways of acquiring wands are good for someone. Now, if one is going to make a wand out of wood, the question of whether you should cut the wood from a living tree or find it, in some ways will vary with the person. If you are going to take it from a living tree, you certainly should ask permission of the tree and wait for a spiritual response. Most people that I know, I think, would say that you should find the wood from branches or limbs that have fallen. But I do know people who will take the wood directly from the tree after asking permission. And it really is a matter of personal taste. In terms of traditional usage, both have been done. And for the final question, what wood is best to use for a wand? That really depends on who you are and how you're going to use it. Every different wood has its own properties. A good place to learn about them might be the Celtic tree calendar, which includes many different woods. And so the purpose of your wands, the kinds of rituals that you do, etc., really would determine what kind of wood would be best. Most people that I know don't necessarily really take that into consideration because they're usually acquiring whatever wands are available to them and not necessarily in a position to go out and select a wood. It really depends also on your location and what is available to you. But each wood does have its own purpose, and for some people it's a very important facet of making a wand. And of course, not all wands are made of wood. When I was a young man, copper was often the material of choice for a wand, and the custom in those days was very frequently to either have a wooden body with a copper rod through the center, or to use a hollow copper rod for the wand, often with stones inside or other magical items, a crystal at one end and various items at the other. And those were popular styles of wands at the time. There are also crystal wands, which are long, slender crystals. All of these different kinds of wands have their own properties, and really the only way to tell which one would be best for you is to try them all, and to see how each one of them is different. Of course, one of the most important things to consider in this question is what are you going to use the wand for? In the Wiccan religion, we don't really use a wand for much. It does have a certain place in ceremony, depending upon your tradition. And sometimes it's used for things like healing, where energy must be directed to a particular place, but not really all that commonly. In many ways, we use the wand more out of a sense of tradition than out of actual use. So most people that I know who have a wand don't really do a lot with it. It's more one of those things that we keep because we think we should. So those are my thoughts on wands. And I hope that it answers your question, Insomniac Forever, and until next time, may you blessed be.